Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's feeling well this morning. Hope you could come and join me for my meditation. I'll just give it a little while just to give a chance for people to come on this morning. We'll just give it a moment and let's see who's going to come and join us today. Beautiful day outside, really, really cold, but it's so lovely and bright and sunny. And the daffodils are growing. Excuse me, I've got hair on my glasses. A moment. That's it. Has it gone? Yeah. Daffodils are growing beautifully outside. We've got some crocuses growing. I love this time of year. Absolutely beautiful when the spring comes along. And if you'd like to say hello, let me know you're there. That'd be absolutely wonderful. And let me know who I'm talking to, so I'm not talking to myself. Be quite good. I think there's just something you click for live chat, isn't there, on there? I know a lot of people have problems actually chatting when you're on YouTube. I know FaceTime it's okay, and on Facebook people can do it. Morning, Sharon. Hope you're feeling well. Hope you're getting ready for the quiz tomorrow. Sharon is my daughter's my daughter's mother-in-law. Yes, and we do a family quiz every Saturday. So last lockdown we actually got a trophy, but I don't think we're getting one this year, Sharon, are we? I don't think we're going to get a trophy for this lockdown. And we're getting to the really hard questions, so we're all really struggling now. We're not doing very well at all. I think we need to get ourselves some encyclopedias and start looking up things and whatever. So it's lovely that you've joined us this morning. If anybody else wants to say hello, I know there's a few of you out there. And like I say, I know some of you have problems. Good morning, George. I haven't seen you for ages. Really miss you. Let's hope church opens soon and we can all meet up again. George is a wonderful healer. Oh, Sharon says she doesn't get any cakes either. Our little 3-year-old granddaughter loves baking cakes. And when she brings us some cakes, we have to FaceTime ourselves eating them, so you can't get away with it. It's like when the kids used to come home from school with something they'd made in iTech or something, cooking. And it had been there all day in their Tupperware, but we still had to eat it for dinner. Yeah, George is a wonderful healer at Wimbledon Church. So when we're open, if you want to come along and have some healing with George, please do so on a Sunday and a Tuesday evening. He's a fantastic healer and a lovely man. And I say that because he trained with me. He won't say he's lovely or he's a good healer, but he is. He's brilliant. So I don't know if anybody else wants to say hello. I can see there's a few of you on there. Maybe you're struggling with whether you could do the live chat or not. It'd be great if you could press the live chat. Let us know you're there. Oh, morning, June. Just found you. No answer with Barbara. She's probably out gallivanting, June. June, another great healer and a wonderful crystal healer. And we've got Mary with us, Mary Dixie, lovely. And Mary's a fantastic medium. And she runs a circle. I'm sure she's probably a healer as well, but I know she concentrates more on her mediumship. But June does wonderful crystal healing as well. So if you get a chance, once all things get back to normal, do come to Wimbledon and have some healing or some readings. We've got some wonderful mediums and healers at our church. And hope you're all fine. Hope you've been all behaving. Yeah, I thought you had, Mary. Mary's saying she's been a healer since 1984. I knew you had, but I know you concentrate more on your mediumship at the moment, don't you? Good morning, Liz. Lovely for you to come and join us this morning. That's great. Once again, I've been given a meditation from Spirit. I just sort of sit down. It takes me I normally put notes down because I'd forget them. if I didn't, because it's my age, I'd forget it. So I have to make little notes down on paper. So if you ever see me looking down, that's what I'm looking down at. Because if I didn't, I'd forget what was written. It takes me about an hour normally to link with spirit and write all this down, if not a bit longer. Liz has been very busy with her spiritual path and design work. Fantastic. Oh, Barbara's here with us now, so that's good. Barbara's another lady from Wimbledon Church. Very nice lady. So, yeah, come down and meet us all one day. It'd be great, those of you that, haven't been to Wimbledon before. Yeah, so I was saying about the meditations. Yeah, it can take between an hour and an hour and a half, actually, to sit and write them down. Morning, Bev. Bev, my bestest friend from Saudi Arabia, known her since I was 11. Lovely that you're on with us this morning, Bev. And was only thinking about you yesterday. I really do miss her. Such a long way away, but we never stop being besties. It doesn't matter how old we get. That's the thing. I can remember when we was about 12 saying, I wonder if we know each other later on. So, yeah, I'm glad everybody's saying hello to each other. That's brilliant. Yeah, so with these meditations, I sit and I write down what I'm given. So if you don't enjoy the meditation, don't blame me. You'll have to blame spirit, because that's where it comes from. And I sit and ask them where they want to take us and what they want to do. And I think behind every meditation we do, there's always a reason for it. Whether they want to bring back a bit of when we were a child, or whether they want to give us relaxation, or whether it might be a meditation to give us strength, or even to just give us some healing, to think about ourselves. It's I just go with the flow. So I think this is probably about the 38th, maybe even more than that video I've done since lockdowns have started. So I'm sure they're going to start running out of places to take us soon, and I might have to go back to the beginning and start again. Hopefully you might have forgotten what they were, or you hadn't joined us back then. But yeah, so I'll give it a couple more minutes just to see if anybody else joins us, and then we can start on our meditation. I don't know whether any of you have been writing down what you've got in your meditations. I do say to you, it's quite a good thing, when you go on your meditation, to write down what you've seen, what you've been given, if you've been given a gift, what you've been told, because it's all important, and it's not your imagination. It's done for a reason. And I think too many people think to themselves, oh, I've just made that up, or I've just visualized that myself, especially if it's bad enough for mediums and healers. But I think if you're not in that sort of line of work, you think to yourself, oh, I wonder if I just made that up, or it's something I'm thinking about. But it isn't. You're not giving it by chance. You're not giving it by fluke. There's a reason that you've been given these things. So if you can, just get a little notebook, a little exercise book, and write the date down, write down what you've been given in your meditations. Even when you do meditations with other people, online, or you just sit quietly by yourself. If anything sticks out, write it down, because I used to do this and it's so important. Liz says she always writes down in her spiritual journal. Yeah, it's amazing what you get. I mean, I did a service last Sunday for Nothing Fancy Spiritual Church, and I always do an address, and I normally look for a piece of poetry to do as a reading. And I couldn't find a poem, so they said, right, you've got to write one yourself. So there I was, sitting writing a poem, and it just makes so much sense with everything else that was in the service that day, even the gentleman Ben that I was working with. Hang on, it looks like we've frozen. Oh, that's it, we're back again. Yeah, even Ben I was working with, the poem made sense. So don't think these things are fluke. Write them down and keep a note of them. And that's what I did right in the very beginning of my journey. And even now, as I go along, sometimes I think, oh, I'll write that down, because I think that means something. So it is important. And yeah, it'd be great. Okay, so let's make a start. So find yourself somewhere nice and comfortable to sit, now somewhere where you can nice and relax. Make sure your phones are turned off and everything else. It doesn't have to be quiet outside, but it does help. I mean, sometimes I can't play music because of copyright. So I can't use any um, music behind my meditations because of copyright. But there's nothing to stop you at home putting on, one of your CDs that you like, or quite, just playing quietly in the background if that helps you to relax more. I know on Spiritual Production sometimes Richard puts some music on, but he has actually got copyright of 3 CDs, so he's okay. But we don't want to get ourselves into trouble. And Liz is just saying she got some messages about the vaccines. Yeah, we've had different things, and yeah, we're not talking about COVID today, though. This is a COVID-free zone. COVID-free and vaccine-free zone. I think we're all so fed up with COVID and vaccines, and I keep turning the TV off because I think, oh, I'm so fed up with this. Try and find something, something lifted, lightning to watch. A comedy or something on the TV, because I think every time you put the TV on, somebody's saying something that really does bring you down. And I think there's so many people struggling at the moment. There really are, and let's just keep our fingers crossed that things get sorted soon. But we're not going to talk about that because we're here to uplift ourselves, to have some time for ourselves and bring some energy and some happiness. So there we go. Okay, so take a few deep breaths in and out. Just close your eyes. Just relax your body. Just let your arms relax. Let your body feel heavy. Let your legs feel heavy. Give your head a shake. Get rid of any tension that might have come into your head. Enjoy that feeling of peace. This is our time. This is time for us to have some relaxation, some enjoyment, some time on our own. We're going to block all the worries of the world away. Just disappear into our own little worlds, just for half an hour. So just listen to your breath as you breathe in and breathe out. Feel your body relax. Your shoulders relax. Let any thoughts that come into your mind just drift away. Let them drift away as easy as they came into your mind. Just concentrate on your breathing. I want you to visualize that beautiful white light coming up through your feet, going up past your ankles into your shins, up past your knees into your thighs. Watch as that white light goes up through your thighs into your torso, filling your body with beautiful, pure, protected light. Light goes down your arms, into your hands, up through your neck, into your head area. And feel that white light as it goes deep, deep into your heart, making you feel loved, making you feel safe and protected, making you feel worthy and important. You do matter. Your thoughts matter. Your happiness matters. You matter. And as you sit and relax, covered in that beautiful white, filled with that beautiful white light, you find yourself sitting on a beach. It's a sandy cove. And as you look out to sea, on either side, you can see large rocks and cliffs. This makes this cove very secluded and safe. You can see the ocean lapping up against the rocks. Watch as that water and that ocean just laps against the rocks and the cliffs as it breaks on them. The water in the middle of the cove seems quite still and calm. And as you look out to sea, it's so calm and peaceful. How does it make you feel as you sit on that beach just watching those waves? In the security of that cove with the rocks around you, knowing you're safe, knowing you're protected. You feel so relaxed. Enjoy the feeling of the sea breeze. You can smell the salt of the ocean as you sit in the cove. And as you look out to sea, it's so calm and peaceful. And as you look towards one of the cliffs, you see a shadow appearing on the water. As it comes closer, you realise that this is a boat. Just watch as the boat gets nearer to you. As it comes closer, you realise the boat is really an old-fashioned boat, an old-fashioned ship, and it looks like a galleon. You can see the sails, just like an old pirate ship. The ship comes closer and then seems to stop, and the water is becoming more and more shallow as the boat gets nearer. Watch the people on the ship. What are they doing? You can see them lowering an anchor to keep the boat from drifting away. As you look at this boat, how does it make you feel? Is it something you might have seen before? You can see the men, the crew on the boat, lowering a rowing boat into the water from ropes. Watch as it gets lower and lower, and finally gently drops down into the sea. Someone throws a rope ladder over the edge of the ship, and you watch as a man, a member of the crew, climbs down the rope ladder into the boat. It seems as though the rowing boat is coming towards you. Watch it gently as it goes up and down on the waves. The waves are so gentle and relaxing, and it gets closer and closer, but don't be afraid. Watch as the boat comes closer and just drifts onto the sand. The man is waving to you. What does he want? Go over and get in the rowing boat. He's calling you to come and join him. You're quite safe. Once you have climbed into the boat, the man gets out and pushes the boat back into the sea, and then he jumps back in and he starts rowing back towards the ship. You're very safe in this rowing boat. And the oars go in and out of the ocean. Feel the water as it splashes on your face. Feels so refreshing. Put your hand in the water if you want. Just enjoy this journey. Lay back in the rowing boat if you want to feel comfortable. Look up at the sky. Beautiful blue sky. The sun is shining and you can feel the warmth and the heat of the sun on your face and body. The boat is gently bobbing up and down. You're quite safe. You're not going to fall out of the boat. And as you get closer to the ship, you realise just how large it is. It's just like one of the old ships you might see in the movies. You get closer and closer. And as you get nearer to the ship, have a look and see what name is written on this ship. Maybe a name you recognise. You see the rope ladder hanging over the side of the boat. It looks quite dangerous, but it's very safe. And I want you to start climbing it. The crew member in the rowing boat is holding it at the bottom so it won't wiggle or move around. Just start to climb up that rope ladder. Notice how it feels in your hands. Can you feel the rough, prickly bits of the rope? You start to climb the ladder. Climb to the top and get over into the ship. There's someone there to welcome you. Who is it? They give you a hat to wear to keep the sun off your head, as it's quite warm. What sort of hat have they given you? What colour and style is it? The person takes you for a walk around the deck. What can you see around you? The crew are working on the boat, and there are cannons on either side of the ship to protect it. They don't look like they've been fired in a long, long time. You realise that the person who's taking you around the ship is the captain of the ship. And as you look around, you can see the wood on the decks. It looks so old and worn, but very, very safe. Just imagine how many people walked along the deck of this ship as you're doing now. Have a look around. What else can you see? In the centre of this ship is a large wooden mast. And as you look up, you can see the sails blowing in the wind. You can hear them as they crackle. Just watch those sails as they bellow in the wind. It's amazing just to look at them, how wonderful nature is. And as you look further up the mast, you can see a flag. What sort of flag is it at the top of the mast? What colour is it? Do you recognise it? Whatever you see around you, you know you're safe. You know you're protected. Just enjoy being on this boat, taking the noises, the crew talking. You can see the big wheel that steers the boat, the ship's wheel. It's enormous and it must weigh so much. In fact, there are even two members of the crew standing by the wheel. Have a look around you. Take in everything you see. Enjoy being there. Enjoy this experience. The captain now says to you, would you like to go below decks with me? And he takes you over to some wooden steps. I want you to go down the steps. They're quite safe. You're now below deck in a very, very large area. It's quite dark, but you can see where you are. And you can see lots of hammocks in lines around you. And as the ship gently moves, they're gently swaying in rhythm around you. This must be where the crew sleep. Why don't you go and climb into one of the hammocks and see what it feels like? Ask the captain to help you. Just go and get in one of the hammocks. Doesn't matter which one, just pick one. Just imagine what it's like to be a member of this crew, to sleep in this hammock. And as you get in, the hammock just gently rocks backwards and forwards. You won't fall out, you're very, very safe. It gives you a feeling of lightness, a feeling of being uplifted, of not having any weight around you. It's just as though you're flying. Lay back, enjoy being in this hammock. What thoughts are coming through your mind as you lay there? Remember them. It may be memories, maybe just a feeling of relaxation, feeling of lightness, of letting go of anything that's holding you down at the moment, anything that's weighing you down, any worries. Just enjoy laying in that hammock and gently swinging from side to side. How relaxing it feels. How wonderful. Just lay back, taking all the feelings you have. Enjoy them. Feel your body relax. Every single part of your body is relaxed as you lay in this hammock. It's the most wonderful feeling. You haven't felt relaxed like this for such a long time. And as you lay there, all your aches and pains have gone. Nothing hurts. Seems as though all your worries have just drifted away. As you lay in that hammock and just gently swing from side to side. And the captain says to you, "Would you like to come and see my quarters where I sleep?" He helps you climb back out of the hammock, with your feet back on the deck of the boat, feeling nice and secure. And as you walk with the captain, he opens a door and you go through, and this is where the captain's quarters are. What can you see around you? There's a large window which seems to make the cabin a lot lighter. And you can see a large wooden desk in front of the window with a chair next to it. And on the desk is a glass decanter with 2 goblets. Also, there's a large blotter with paper on it, with an inkwell and a pen. The captain invites you to sit down and offers you a drink from the decanter. He gives you the drink in one of the glass goblets. What does it taste of? Is it something you've ever had before? What does it smell like? As you're drinking your drink from the decanter and the goblets, the door opens and a member of the crew brings in a tray filled with food. What sort of food is on your tray? The captain says, "Help yourself." What do you pick to eat? Have a look at the tray and see all different sorts of food that's on there. What are you going to choose to have? All must taste wonderful. And as you tuck into it, you thoroughly enjoy your food. You can't believe how hungry you feel, how nourished you feel. It's as though this food has a special quality to it, with way of making you feel complete. This food is making you feel so wonderful. When you've finished, the captain says to go over to the desk and just have a look at the blotter and see what word or what phrase has been written in ink on the blotter for you. Go and have a look. What colour is the ink? What sort of writing is it? Is it printed? Is it italic? Does it look old-fashioned? What does the phrase or word say that are on the blotter for you? I want you to remember them. Now it's time for you to go back up on deck. You go up the wooden steps through the door. Go along past all the hammocks that are around you. Go up the other stairs, up until you come up onto the deck. And as you come up onto the deck, you realise it's become dark. And as you look up into the sky, you can see a full moon. So beautiful. And the captain tells you, make a wish as you look at the full moon. This will be lucky. Think hard. And then ask for your wish. Think of that wish. Look at that moon. And ask for your wish. Knowing that if possible, the help will be given concerning this wish. You can see all the stars sparkling in the sky. The captain gives you a small telescope so you can see the stars clearer. He explains to you where the North Star is, and what some of the constellations mean. It looks so beautiful as you look up into that clear, dark night sky. The moon is reflecting on the water, making it look just like a ball floating on the sea. So magical. Look at all those wonderful stars. You may see some shooting stars in the sky. You may even see faces on the moon. That sky is absolutely beautiful. It is so clear. As you look in the distance, you can see a lot of lights flickering. I wonder what this is. And as the ship gets nearer, you can see there's an island in front of you. And this is where all the lights are coming from. As you get nearer to the island, you can see there are people holding lighted torches, signalling to the ship. The ship gets closer to the island and drops anchor. As you look at the island, you can see what appears to be lots of canoes coming towards the ship. Just watch as all these canoes come towards the ship. You've never been here before, but you feel quite safe. The crew starts to climb down the rope ladders and get into the canoes, which are being steered by islanders. Who are these people? You're invited to get into a canoe, and as you do, you go towards the island. Who's rowing your canoe? Who's paddling it? Who's taking you into this island? What do they look like? What are they wearing? As you reach the beach, you climb out of the canoe and follow the people. Where are they taking you? You know you're safe and protected, so you're happy to follow them. Where are you going? What can you see? What's on this island? Have a look around you as you walk along. Are you walking on sand? Are you walking on pebbles or rocks? Could you be walking through a forest area? What is around you? As you carry on walking, you eventually come to a clearing. And as you look around you, where are you? What is this place? Why have they brought you here? They ask you to sit down with them. What do they look like? What are they wearing? You can ask them where you are. What is this place? Why did they bring you here? What do they want you to do? What are they telling you? Just relax and enjoy being here with them. Spend time talking to them and listening to what they're telling you. Just spend a few moments with them. Talking and listening is important. Take it all in and digest it. It may be something you've heard before. You may have been here before. It may be a place you recognise. Or somewhere completely new. Just have a conversation. Ask them who they are. Ask them why they brought you here. What do they look like? What are they wearing? What are they saying to you? Why is this important? Just spend some quiet time with you. Quiet time with them, listening and remembering what they've told you. Remember what they've said. Remember how you feel. Remember who they are. Remember what they want. They stand up and say to you, make sure you remember. They ask you to follow them back towards the beach. You eventually come back. You go back on the beach, on the sand, where you started, where you landed on this island. It takes a little while as you walk back. Are you going back the same way? They're taking you back a different way. What can you see around you? Eventually, you come to the same place on the sand where you started the journey on the island. Go and find the canoe you arrived on. The canoe is waiting on the beach for you. Climb back into the canoe. The canoe gently goes back into the sea. And you're paddled towards the Galleon, the ship you arrived in, standing out in the moonlight. How beautiful that ship looks. Look at those sails. Look at the flag. What sort of wood is that ship made of? What is there on that ship that you hadn't noticed before? Look at the moonlight shining on it. The canoe takes you back to the ship. Once again, you climb the rope ladder. You feel so safe. You get on board, back on the Galleon. The wind starts to blow, and they lift the anchor. And the ship starts to move back into the deeper seas. You can see the island getting further away. And as you get further away, you can see the lights and the torches have now gone out. Know that you can always go back to this island if you ever want to. The ship moves back into the deeper seas. As you journey along, it begins to get lighter. The sky is beginning to get lighter and lighter. And you can see the sun in the distance starting to rise. It's the most beautiful orangey colour. And the sky begins to get lighter and lighter as the sun rises higher into the sky. The boat travels back along the sea. And in the distance you can see the cliffs and the cove where you started your journey. Watch as the galleon sails closer to the cliffs. As you get nearer and nearer, the galleon sails into the cove with the rocks and the cliffs on either side of you. And once again, the ship comes to a halt and the anchor is thrown into the sea. The captain shows you a large wooden chest. What's this chest made of? I wonder what's in it. And he asks you to open it. As you open it, what can you see? The captain tells you to choose something from the chest. This is a gift to remind you of this journey. What are you going to choose? What's in the chest? Pick what you would like and thank the captain for this wonderful experience. Just select one thing to take with you. Thank the captain for your journey. Your rowing boat is waiting to take you back to the beach. The last time you climb down the rope ladder into the rowing boat. The boat sets off towards the shore. You realise what a magical journey you've been on. The rowing boat stops as the water gets shallow. I want you to just step out into the shallow water. Feel that water just up around your knees. Just make your way back to the beach. Feel that water around your feet splashing, feeling so cleansing, so refreshing after that journey. As you walk back through the sea, back to the shore. When you get back to the beach, you look around and you can see that the rowing boat has reached the ship. And the galleon is sailing away, back past the cliffs. Just watch until eventually it disappears behind them. You've had a wonderful journey. How do you feel now? Remember all the things you've been told, the things that have happened to you on this journey. Don't forget them. How different do you feel now you've come back from this journey? I want you to stamp your feet on the sand. Feel the solid ground beneath you. Feel that wet sand beneath your feet and just stamp your feet down. Now you realise that your feet are on your carpet or you're on your laminate at home on the floor. I want you to give your bottom a wiggle in the chair. Give it a good wiggle around. With your fingers and toes a wiggle. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Know that you're safe. You finished your journey, you're back at home. When you feel ready, I want you to open your eyes and find yourself back at home, back in your room, where we started our journey today. Hoping that you're feeling different, you're feeling more relaxed and more refreshed. Just take your time. Take your time to come back. And those of you that can, I want you to close down. And those of you that aren't sure, just follow this little exercise with me. So once again, close your eyes and visualize a purple light bulb in your forehead. Turn that light bulb off. Go down to your throat area where there's a blue light bulb and turn that blue light bulb off. Down to your heart area. where you see a green light bulb, turn that light bulb off. Down to your yellow solar plexus, your tummy area, turn that yellow light bulb off. Down to your orange sacral chakra, there's an orange light bulb, turn that light bulb off. And finally down to your red base chakra, which is at the bottom of your spine. Turn that light bulb off. We're just going to go back and double check that our purple light bulb in our third eye is off. The blue light in our throat area is off. The green light in our heart area is off. The yellow light in our solar plexus just above our tummy button is off. The orange light in our sacral area just below our tummy button is off. And the red light at the bottom of our spine is off. I want you to visualize the roots of a tree going down from your hands and your feet, deep, deep down into the earth. The cloak of protection around your shoulders, under your feet and over your head. And finally surround yourselves in a beautiful white protected light, knowing that you're now safe, you're grounded, and you're ready to go back and carry on with your day. Hope everybody's come back okay. I hope everybody feels all right. If anybody'd like to share what they saw in their meditation, it would be lovely to know, because I obviously don't know what you're going to see when you go or what you've been told. I know what you've been told can be quite private, but it would be lovely if I knew you understood it or to get a little bit of feedback. So if anybody wants to share anything, please do. Next week, I will be on Spiritual Productions TV doing my meditation, and I think tonight they've got a special, because it's 2 years since Spiritual Productions TV has been going, and they're having a special show, I think, with all the presenters. I was invited to go on there, but unfortunately I can't go on there this evening. But I should think it'd be quite a fun evening and quite a laugh to go on there. Don't forget our Sunday service on Sunday. I think Rose is our medium this week. And Liz said that was the third meditation she's done today. Oh my goodness, Liz, you must be so chilled out and relaxed. It's only just lunchtime as well, so you've got time to do another 3 this afternoon. It's yes, she says, it's amazing what a difference I think meditation can do to you. And I think it's lovely if you keep a note of the journeys you've been on, what you've seen. Some of you might have been to this island before. You might have recognised the boat. Who knows whether you maybe even went on a past life journey. Yeah, Mary said that Rose is a medium on Sunday. So that should be a really good service. So I don't know whether anybody's got anything else they want to share with us today. I hope you enjoyed the meditation. I know my meditations are a little bit different probably. You're writing this in your journal. Brilliant. I'm glad, because it all I think it makes sense. And then you might get confirmation from another medium. You had nice white sand. Lovely, Mary. That's good. I'd quite like to go to that cove now and just sit and be on my own, even though I'm on my own anyway. But it would be just nice to sit there with your feet in the water and a little splash around, wouldn't it? As I go through the Liz says she's going to be doing her card readings for her chat friends. Well, that's nice. Later on, so yeah. I mean, I see things as I go through the meditations myself with you, and I suppose I should write them down as well. Liz says she was actually starting to astral travel on the ocean. Wow. Yeah, it's yeah, we have some fantastic experiences, don't we? So I will say goodbye to everybody. Have a fantastic week. I hope to see you on one of their channels or You know, if not, I might see you next Friday on my meditation with Spiritual Productions, or maybe the week after on my YouTube channel. So take care, everybody. Have a fantastic week, and I love you lots. Bye-bye. Sharon said that was lovely. Have a lovely week. And Liz said she met a native. Brilliant. Too much to type. I know. That's the problem, is it? Maybe you can even draw them in your books. Draw pictures. I've got pictures. June said it was relaxing. You're very welcome, Liz. I've got pictures where I've tried to draw things that I've seen in the past as well. And years later, they crop up. And it's so fascinating. So have a lovely week, everybody. Be good. Not that you've got much choice at the moment. And take care. Bye.